Families should be able to talk to one another easily, knowing they can share their feelings in confidence, knowing they won't be laughed at, and feeling understood. Being born into the same family doesn't make us best friends, but families want to be friends. We want to feel like we're all on the same team, working toward the same goals. So what must we do in order to create strong relationships between family members? Think about your friends. Do we talk to our brothers and sisters, our husband or wife, in the same way we speak to our best friends or our employers? All communication is either negative or positive. Speaking negatively and criticizing in the home can create an atmosphere in which children may get discouraged. This could lead to negative self-talk. For example, a child who's told he's no good in math or he'll never be a good athlete will soon start to believe it. When our children start to use phrases like, "I'm just not good in school," or "I'm terrible at making friends," they're drawing a roadmap of their life. As parents, it's our responsibility to help our children realize their full potential.
I can't memorize this song.
Of course you can. Just takes practice, a little time. You can do it, buddy.
On the other hand, positive self-talk results from good, uplifting communication. Praise your children and be positive. At the core of every human being is his self-image, the picture he has of himself. We as parents can help our children have a positive self-image by giving them positive comments and high expectations for their behavior.
Good job, honey.
Children will usually become what they're expected to become. What are the expectations here? You'll never clean up your room without being told, will you? You kids are always fighting. And what about these expectations? You're such a peacemaker in our family. I know you'll choose the right because you usually do. This is called self-fulfilling prophecy. Ben, after you finish eating, I'd like you to bring your dishes over and put them on the sink, honey, okay?
Okay.
That's just like you to obey. You always obey the first time, honey.
Yep, I always obey the first time.
Positive comments will help children build a roadmap to success.
Smokey the bear, howling and growling and sniffing there. He can smell a fire before it starts to flame. That's why they call him Smokey. That's how he got his name. I'm a great singer, Mama.
Those who are lucky enough to be the recipients of praise, encouragement, and loving words as they grow up usually have healthy feelings of self-worth. Good communication all begins with the example of the parents. Children mimic what they see and hear. If you make a mistake, quickly admit it and apologize. Hi, sweetie.
Hi, sweetie.
Did you get the milk we need for dinner?
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I totally...
Honey, it's
I go
okay.
get it.
No,
I'll
no,
go get
no,
it.
no. It's okay. We'll just do it on it. It's okay.
Shoot. I'm sorry, man.
Oh, Joy, did you remember to fill my gas tank?
Oh, I'm sorry. I totally forgot. Oh no, and you have Alex. I'm sorry.
That's okay. It's all right.
Oh,
Usually we can avoid a confrontation when we communicate our feelings right away, when things first start to bother us. The way we say things makes all the difference, though. A great rule is to speak the way we'd like to be spoken to. Honey, I need to talk to you for a minute.
Sure, sweetie. What's up?
You remember we have as one of our goals as a family to eat dinner together at 6:30 every night? And I'm feeling frustrated because you're not home at 6:30 every night.
Well, honey, that's a real good point, and I know I made that commitment. It's just been crazy down at work, but I made a promise to the family. I know it's important to the family, and I'll for sure do better.
I love you.
I love you.
One of the reasons it's important to eat dinner together as a family is to be able to communicate, to share with one another the events of the day. If children are in the habit of communicating with you when they're young, they won't stop when they're teenagers. It's a real key to success.
I went to English and we talked about poetry and it's okay, but it's confusing. Yes.
Use quiet moments when your child is alone with you to really communicate deeply. These are the times when children, especially teenagers, will open up and share their deepest thoughts with you. It's a time to listen to them. It's a time to hear how they feel about school, their friends, and you. Ask them if they have any suggestions for the good of the family. Listen to them and express your love. To finish our thoughts on communication, I'd like to share 3 principles that I know really work. First, try to understand before you try to be understood. The saying goes, I don't care how much you know until I know how much you care. Try to put yourself in the other person's position with their life experiences and their thoughts and their feelings. Imagine what they're feeling at that moment and then communicate. Number 2, point out the positive and not the negative. This principle works especially well when your kids bring their grades home from school. Notice the higher grades first and then address the problems that they might have. Number 3 is to actively listen. When you listen actively, then you paraphrase back to the person what they say, so that they know that you're listening and they know that you care. Children will usually tell you a lot more when you actively listen to them than when you try to direct them or interrogate them. Hi, is that you?
Yeah,
How's your day?
fine.
It's fine. You're looking a little depressed.
I'm okay.
You're okay?
Did you ever have to ride the bus home when you were a kid?
No, in Southern California we live close enough to walk. We never had to ride it.
It stinks.
Riding the bus home stinks?
Yeah, the kids on the bus were mean to me.
Today they were mean to you?
Yeah, they laughed at me. I was really embarrassed.
We must be careful never to break their trust by sharing their confidences with others. We need to do what we can to always keep the lines of communication open.